Hello, how are you? My name is Banan, and I'm really excited today because these sessions actually extends to what we learned yesterday, and not just what we learned, but is an extension of what we've been learning. Because in the previous two videos, we learned how to connect data and then how to build a basic view in Tableau. But now we want to move into the specifics, and now we're going to learn how to create specific charts. And for today's class, we're going to learn how to create a Doughnut chart. And simply, a Doughnut chart is what you can see in my screen here. And it's simply a pie chart with an hole inside. And to prove that to you is I have another presentations or another viz which shows the same data, but now in a pie. If you look at this pie and this, it will represent the same thing. The representation is the same. The only difference is this is simply a pie with a hole inside, and then by leveraging to that hole or that real estate which is available there, we can even present more details of what we need to, the kind of story we want to tell. And I would say that is the much bigger, is the biggest benefit or reason that you're going to use a Doughnut chart other than a pie chart. Simply, it's going to give you that more space that you can represent more details like the total contribution of all those slices. And therefore, in this session, we want to show you how to create a Doughnut chart in Tableau. And to do that, first of all, we're going to need a placeholder. So I'm going to insert a 0, double click and insert a 0 at rows shelf, and then at max cut I'm going to choose a pie, and then I'm going to duplicate this view. So what I'll do, I'll hold Control and drag my that measure next to itself, drop it there, and by doing that I will be duplicating my view. Next I'm going to make it a dual chart and synchronize the axis, and then the next thing I need to do is just to remove all these unnecessary marks around my view, like these labels. So I'm going to uncheck show header and check show header. And also when you look at it keenly, you can see there's a 0 axis and there is also some unnecessary lines. So I right click and go to format, and under lines I'm going to remove 0 lines. I say none, and you can see it disappears. And then under borders I can remove the rows divider, and also I can also remove the columns. And now you can see my view is now clean for me to use it. But now you look at it, you see when I hover around, there are some details which are coming. So I need to remove those details. Under whole my view, under tooltips I can uncheck show tooltips, and you can see now nothing comes now, which means now I'm really now good to move forward. If I look my previous Doughnut chart, this one is showing categories by quantity. So those are the max card I'm going to use, and now not max card by fields. And then now I'm going to choose the first pie, which is essentially this, and then I'm going to drop category to the color shelf. Basically the reason it's turning gray is because that coloring is happening at the chart at the back. And then quantity to the anchor, and now I'm going to go. What is remaining, or rather what I'm going to do is just resize my view. Simply I can make the chart or the pie at the back more a little bit bigger. Let me make it a little bit bigger, and then even the pie on front I can also resize it just to make sure it looks the way I need it to look. Let me reduce a little bit. That one looks cool. And then I can resize my pie, my Doughnut chart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold Control and use the arrow keys to see that my view is going to fit like I need it. It seems to be a little bit larger, so let me reduce this one, and let's resize it a little bit. Okay, that one looks cool. But now, if you look at my background color is white, so basically I need to make the pie on front to be white, simply because I need to look like it's not there. And now my my donut chart now is taking shape. So now I need to label it. First of all, I need to label the pie at the back, so which is the first one. And to label, I'm going to drag category to label, and I'm also going to drag quantity to label, and you see it's labeled already. And I can also because if you look at the first one, you can see the labels are matching the slices they represent. So I can also do the same. So under label, I can go under fonts and say match the color, the mark color, and you can see now my donut is taking shape. Now what is remaining is I need to show the total cumulative of all these slides, and I will show that figure on the top pie. So I select the top pie and I'll drag some quantity to label, and there it is, and therefore now I need to label it. So I'm going to push this one down and type total. And the other thing is all about choosing the kind of the font I'm going to use, and so forth, so forth. I can also choose a different color. I don't know how it's going to look like, but let's see. And there I go. So basically, this is a donut chart. It's basically a pie chart with an all inside, and it does the same thing a pie chart does, but now this one gives us that more real estate that we can use to represent that more insight, like the total contribution of all. And therefore I believe this short video was really helpful to you, and if you like it, if you love and you like to receive more of these videos on Tableau, please subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them under the comments and we look at them. So thank you so much for taking time to listen to this, and have a great time.